Welcome to MORT'S Bunker. Welcome to MORT'S Bunker. Hey, my name is Meredith Coloma and I'm the lead guitar repair technician at Rufus Guitars on Commercial Drive. Today we're going to restring an instrument, a 6-in-line guitar, so an electric guitar, using D'Addario strings, D'Addario hydrating conditioner, and a D'Addario winder. To start off, we're going to slack off the strings and take them off the guitar. Now, it's not necessary every time you change your strings, but I like to condition my fretboard. So I'll take some fine steel wool and buff out the fretboard. This can be done on unfinished fretboards. So if you have a maple fretboard, it's probably not the best thing to do. So rosewood, wenge, ebony, that can all be conditioned and hydrated. So once I've buffed out the fretboard, I'm going to take some of the hydrating oil. Usually it's a mixture of lemon oil and linseed oil. And I'll just do a little drip across here. I don't want to do too much, otherwise the fretboard gets really slippery and that's hard to play. And once it's evenly coated, we'll just wait about 30 seconds. And then buff it all off. And you can see that the fretboard is a little bit more shiny. Rule number 1, stay hydrated. That's what my apprentice always says. All right, now to grab our strings. On these instruments, we're using D'Addario 10 to 46, which is EXL 110s, I believe. So on different instruments, the actual access of where you put the string is different. On this one, it's a telly half bridge, which means there's no string through the body. It's just at the back of the bridge. So weave it through, bring it over the saddle. And when we're at the headstock end, usually I like to have 3 wraps around so that it looks even. So on every single string, you'll see that it has 3 wraps around each post. Some people like 1. For tuning stability, I like to have them 3 wraps around. It also looks a lot more professional. So how I measure that is I'll take my string, this is the E string, and measure it from the first post that it's going to go through, and then count 1, 2. So that's 1, 2, and there is where I'm going to do a little L bend. So I'm going to kink the string at the second post from the one I'm going to put my string through. And that weaves into the post. Oh, let's find the post here. We'll put that through. Once I have that through, I've got about, I don't know, a couple inches of string length. And that's going to give me 3 even winds around the string. So once I put it through the post, I'm going to do a little kink of the string. So that looks like a Z, or as Americans say, Z, a Z bend. And now, using my string winder, I'm going to make sure that each wind coils under. There are a few different ways to do it, like winding above and underneath, but I find with this kink in the string, it keeps it fairly well. So that's exactly 1, 2, 3 coils underneath the first wind, and I like to keep it that way. I'll take my clippers and clip off the axis. That keeps it from getting poked in the eye. All right, make sure that this is over. Taking my A string, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. So wind it through the bridge, over the saddles, and then once again, I'm gonna go to the second post. So counting 1, 2, and I'll do an L bend here. Feed it through the loop. And this is where I do this, the double bend, I guess, the Z bend. So kink the string here. That locks it from being able to be pulled out. Take my trusty winders and wind the 3 coils underneath. Awesome. Take our clippers and clip the excess of the string. On the very last 2 strings, you'll have the string tree, and that's to prevent the sitar sound on those high strings. So it creates tension from the nut down to the actual post. So make sure that your strings are going underneath the string tree in their designated slots. Clip all the strings off, close enough to the post that you don't jab your finger on it. All right, and now it's time to tune up. I like to use a clip-on tuner. Just so that your guitar doesn't go out of tune too often, I'll tune it up to pitch and then I'll stretch each string, kind of like you would a bow and arrow. And that'll work in your string a little bit better. So I'll tune up again after I've stretched the strings. And there you have it, a strung up electric 6-in-line guitar. I'm Meredith Coloma from Rufus Guitar Shop. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe in the links below.